Hello my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. Welcome to Ed Leedskalnins workshop. Today we are going to do just a quick little video. What I'm working on here is the cone, and this is one end of the cone, and you can see that what I have here is one cone inside of another cone, and I will be taking these apart, and then I will be wrapping everything in 24 gauge copper. So you can see how intricate this is going to be in wrapping and coil. What I'll do is getting ready to take it apart, start wrapping my coils, and what I'll do is when I get one done, I'll pop out one more video, and what we'll do is talk about, you know, any complications I had wrapping it, so when you guys make your own, you'll save some steps. Now this cone is designed to resonate and have a perfect harmonic balance residency, and this is one section of cones. I will be building 2 of these, and we're going to do some tests, and definitely we are going to use our oscillating circuits on this, which I haven't seen out there, and we are going to hook up some speakers to it. Pretty sure we'll get some radio frequencies, FM, some AM, but I think mainly the harmonic residency is going to take place in the middle of these cones here, and what I'd like to be able to do is have 2 of them, and then we're going to put some stuff in between them and see if it amplifies out, because this here is one, I would say, a type of time collapsing mechanism that basically slows time down, because of what we were talked about in this other circuit, which will be in here, is we're slowing down and creating a lag in a stretch of a wave. So if we have a continuum wave here in this one circuit that we have going, and the wave is continuum where it starts in the primary, runs back into the transistor, and then it pretty much just flows and stops flowing, flows and stops flowing. The secondary is only a second behind it, so that creates that gate option to happen. Now when we introduce that gate option, what's going to happen here is in the middle of these 2 cones are going to be counter-reacting, because we're putting a AC frequency into these cones. So what I like about some of my experiments that I was working on is with the potentiometers is being able to stretch out the coil here that basically is the signal generator. So we could find out in numbers somehow what that would be as you go up and up and up and you add more coils without actually adding coils. You're just using your potentiometer and you're allowing that space to be stretched out. Interesting stuff here, because when you get into a cone shape like this, this becomes a double helix, because what you have is a frequency that's running from outside all the way in, or all the way in running out. And that's another area we'll get to, because I haven't even thought about that. But you'll have an in, say if it comes in the beginning of the cone is the in, and it's running out, you would have the same frequency on this side running out, and then you would have a amplification of power that would be building upon itself and sort of going up and above and beyond in an infinite amount of energy that's focused, that could be focused on whatever you want it to be focused on. Part one. Part two is the fact that the energy, now that you can put it on the outside instead of starting on the inside. So basically you're starting on a big wind, and now you are slowing down because now you have more stretches of wire going around. But as it starts to, you know what's going on. It's like if you were up above and you're falling. Now with this being up above, now it's coming down to a fine point. You're going to have speed increase as you go down into the cone here. And when you get to the center part of that cone, to have that release, say into a capacitor, and the same with this side over here into a separate capacitor. And then at that point you would have two sides of a capacitor that's handling, one a dielectric side of universal energy, and the other one would be dealing with more of a planetary type of energy, which is our magnetic and our electric in a sense on the other side. So you would get possibly your instead of having electrons and protons, you would have positrons and negatrons, and basically these are like the anti of what we deal with. So I know it kind of sounds a little bit out there, guys, but truthfully, this is cool stuff, and it's worth looking into and trying out, because I got enough going on. And as I look through Tesla's patents, I'm seeing a lot of my equipment here being part of his patents. So obviously, to know is to learn. Well, you guys have a great day, and woo, peace out. NASCAR.